Yo!
And welcome back to another episode of The Saucy Boys. I go by the name of Chaku.
They call me Michael Stokes.
Michael motherfucking Stokes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So what's good? We're back.
Another week. Big change this week. Started the new job actually, so I'm getting ingratiated. Dropping them big words on you motherfuckers.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Vocabulary.
I am now one of the millions of people working from home now. It's amazing. You fight so hard to get these jobs, and they pay a lot more than what the fuck you were doing. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to me, I guess.
Congrats on the new job.
Yeah, appreciate it.
That's what's up. So, man, I am just I think I'm still lagging from fucking being out in Tampa.
It happens.
My body does not get that much sleep. Like it doesn't know how to act. So I'm like, that too. I've been in the gym pretty hard, like a lot harder than usual. Like I'm actually like going in there like fucking
taking the steroids, putting them in your ass and everything.
Nah, not all that. No, I ain't going that far.
Okay.
None of that shit. But yeah. So I'm kind of burnt.
I think it normally takes about like a week or two to get back into your shit after a vacation. I know it took me when I got back from Denver, and I think maybe it also might have been because of the altitude and shit like that. Like I was fucked up for like probably like a solid week and a half before I felt like
it's
back
not,
in my
it's
situation.
not that you know what I think it is usually like I'll hop out of bed at like 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll be up, but I'll hop out of bed at 9:30. But now, like when my first alarm goes off, like I'm getting up. So I've been up at like 6:30, like every day for the past like week.
I've been beating the alarm this week because I've been nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like I went from hourly to salary, and like I have this aspect where like I think I need to be doing something at all times, and it's like I gotta get used to the fact of like no. We're walking you into this. We're paying you to do it, but we'll tell you what to do, and when we get there, we'll get there. And so it's like with me, I'm still setting my alarm, my first alarm at 7, second at 7:15. That's enough time to get up, take a shower, drink my breakfast smoothie, get ready, and then I get in front of a fucking camera and I sit there and I check my emails and there's nothing. So it's like I have nothing
But
to
once
do.
you start to get into this shit, like you're gonna be
you'll
probably be a lot busier. But
they gave me a taste of it today. Like I saw everything we're doing, really analytics heavy.
Yeah.
A lot of basically the shit that I wanted to learn, the shit I wanted to get my hands on. It's all right there now, and I'm just like, fuck yeah.
Well, that's good.
So that's
you
cool.
The shit you want to be in. So
but yeah, it's just the baby steps to get there. I'm so much of a hands-on learner. I'm just like, no, let's get cracking right now. Do y'all got time?
Let's do this, baby.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
But the thing is, they're wrapping up their shit because it's monthly projects. And they're wrapping up their monthly projects so that they can allocate May's projects to everybody, including me. And then they're also bringing in 2 more people.
Okay.
So that's what they're doing. And now it's like, I understand that now, but it's just like, oh, fuck. So
you got to play the waiting game.
Yeah. So it's like yesterday when for onboarding, it's new hire orientation. That typically, I know at my last company, it's an all day thing. So I just assumed it was going to be that. And like, I get the email in the morning and my manager's just like, that won't take all day. But when you're finished, you got 3 trainings that you need to do that are just like company-wide trainings.
I always hated doing that. Like when you first start a job, it's just like all the trainings and shit that you have to do. And even like when I left my last job and then went back, like I still had to do the trainings. I didn't have to do as much because I already knew. Yeah. But I'm just like, bro, like I got to sit here for 8 hours.
Well, I texted my homeboy about it in my old job because in the bank, we get the trainings quarterly. Mm-hmm. And I was just telling him and gloating about like how I'm not doing this quarters because I'm leaving. As soon as I get to this job, the same fucking trainings, like cybersecurity, identity theft, like all that shit. And I'm just like, oh my God. And I had to text him. I was like, yo, I left there just to get more fucking quarterly trainings. I'm so pissed.
He's like, joke's on you.
Yeah. He's like, motherfucker.
That's crazy though. Yeah. Well, yeah, congrats on the new shit, man. That's good. New year, new jobs.
Hey, you said we was trying to secure the bag this year,
We're going to take it up quite a few notches. So
let's get the baggy ag.
Hell yeah.
But to celebrate, I guess. Well, not to celebrate. it is my week for the Bevy.
It is.
I wanted to do something different. I always try and do something different because like we always stick with like browns and whatnot. I don't think we've done a vodka yet, have we?
We haven't, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Me personally, why we haven't is just because to me, a vodka is like such a basic.
It is, and I'll tell you this: even like the higher end ones, relatively cheap.
Yeah,
I was gonna try like a brand called Gallant today, but I felt bad not paying more than $30 for a bottle.
Yeah.
And bring it on the show. So I didn't get it specifically for that. But the bottle looked nice.
Yeah.
So I basically walked the line at Total Wine and was just like, okay, this looks dope. It's $30. But that's the cutoff right there. So it goes from $30 of this one, then the nearest one after that is $100.
Cause you got like Grey Goose and Belvedere and shit like that. And it's honestly to me, if it's above like like vodka, then it's cool, but like, I mean, all of it tastes the same to me. It
do. That's why I brought like the flavorful shit to spruce it up and everything. But you know, I'm not a vodka guy myself because when you're young and you're experimenting with alcohol,
that's like your first shit.
Yeah, it's always get the plastic bottle of fucking Skulls or McCormick's
or military special.
And throw up on it. And then you have the taste of vodka in your mouth for years to come, and you realize why you don't like it.
Or Smirnoff.
I remember when getting Smirnoff was like a big deal.
Yeah.
And Absolute, yeah.
They had like, so back in, we're not going to say the year, but when they had like all the different, like that's when that flavored vodka was like really starting to.
What's the brand? It's the blue bottle. It's not Sky. It's something else.
Man.
Pinnacle.
Yeah.
My sister used to like the fucking Swedish Fish.
Yeah, they had like that or like
all those nasty
like
fucking things.
Chocolate cake or like just some random shit. I'm like, why? But then it makes sense. Like if you're making like party drinks and like mixing shit, cool, whatever.
I get it. It's
that, and it's not too expensive.
Yeah.
You can buy like a whole case of that shit and just wild out.
It's like $15 a bottle, so you can get like 3 fucking bottles.
It's a step up from drinking fucking MD 2020.
Boone's Farm.
Yo, I have to talk shit.
What up?
So, Joe, we were talking the other day.
Joe.
And I had mentioned Four Loko. She does not know what the fuck that is.
What?
She missed the whole Four Loko. Like, she talked about MD 2020.
How old is she?
We're not gonna talk about ages, but
is she our age?
No, she's around our age. Yeah.
How the fuck do you not know what a Four Loko is, Joe? It was the wave. It almost killed a motherfucker.
Like that, and then remember Sparks?
Oh god, I had my old long job a long time ago. My boss would like bribe us to work longer on Fridays by going to get Sparks. And he was like, yeah, we'll just drive around. Yeah, not advocating drinking and driving, but my boss would do it. And we'd like literally drive around and sit in a parking lot because we were all underage. We were underage working for him. We were like 19 and shit. But he'd give us Sparks and we'd like drink in the cab of the truck. And then he'd let us get into our cars and go home, which was very bad. Case in point, this guy's no longer in business. I don't even think he owns the business that I worked at anymore. He left. But yeah, that's my recollection of Sparks. Fucking nasty things.
I remember back when Concepts was open. And we drank a bunch of Sparks and then went over there, and yeah, I mean it was a fun time, but that was my probably like first month back in San Antonio.
Oh, welcome back.
And I was just like, yo, because in New Mexico they weren't doing that shit.
Yeah,
we were drinking like MD 2020, or everybody out there would drink fucking Corona.
Yeah,
it was always beer. It was always beer, and then like once we started dabbling more into like the liquor and shit, then that's when I moved back here and everybody was drinking fucking Sparks, and then it went from Spark to Four Loko, and then like yeah.
For me Sparks were kind of in the beer age, because like for me we went from like partying with Keystone to then we got a little bit more money and we're tired of the hangovers we'd have, so we got Bud Light, and that's like the bare minimum. And then after that, we fucked around with 40s for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Mickey's.
Doing a 40 thing.
Old E. And in that range, that's where I discovered
some
the Sparks. Yeah. Got the sparks. Someone put me on a Steel Reserve.
Oh yeah,
which is just as fucking nasty.
I remember drinking that shit.
Steel Reserves.
That's back when I had my apartment in fucking Live Oak. Ugh. I remember that shit.
Just take back a Steel Reserve or whatnot, and then the juices and then the locos came into.
Juice.
Yeah, juice was first for me,
bro.
We were on juices first, and then I remember going to that corner store by my homeboy's apartment up in San Marcos, and I saw the Four Loko, and I was like, "What?
Juice was definitely first. I remember that shit."
Yeah. But they made the flavors that advocated to me, man. So it's like when you put out the watermelon or the lemonade, I'm just like, oh, gotta get this.
I was just trying like all of them. Yeah. I was just fucking around with all of them. I don't really think I had a favorite. To me, after a while, they just all started tasting the same.
They did. They did.
Yeah.
And then they took whatever it was in it that killed those college kids, apparently.
But that's just like you being reckless. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was going too fucking. I was just drinking one to get my buzz, and then like I'm straight. I wasn't drinking that shit to get fucked up.
I would pregame on one.
Yeah.
And then I'd probably only drink like half of it because it would get me right. And then you'd go out and drink from there.
Yeah.
And your shit, it was like, I don't know. It was like as soon as like real liquor hits your stomach after drinking a Loco, you turned the fuck up, dog. Like, it was crazy.
It's like, I got all this energy.
Like, yeah, it was fucking crazy. But then, like, I've seen people like get stomped out on Loco and shit like that because like they wild out too hard. And then I've seen like people just like sloppy fucking drunk all over themselves because of a Loco.
That's the one thing. Like, I'm proud to say I've maybe been sloppy like 2 times.
Yeah.
In the past like 10, 15 years, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I see some people that just regular on the weekend like getting fucking trash. And I'm just like, yo, I would never go out in public again.
I can't.
I would go into hiding.
There's nothing worse than me than going around your friends and they're like laughing and like, yo, do you remember last night? And you're just like, what happened last night? That's fucking terrifying to me.
I think I remember things more in detail when I'm like going a little hard.
Yeah.
I remember things in detail, and then like I wake up and I'm like, yo, why the fuck did I? Like my twinkle wave at the girl on New Year's Eve. I was like, yo, you dumbass. Why the hell are you twinkle waving at people? Because my friend was like, yo, she looking at you. And I looked and we made eye contact, and I was just like, I ain't know what the fuck to do. Talk to females like that.
This guy.
So yeah, I remember that shit. That was embarrassing. Hey, actually, my birthday last June, I ended up going to a spot downtown and I got fucking trashed. I was gone. And I remember everything, and I remember like my friend's like, oh, like, nah, you can't drive. I was like, yeah, no, I can't drive. I'm pretty sure I can't feel my fucking legs right now. It's like, no, I'm not driving. And so like I'm sitting there and I'm just out of it, and people are like calling like X and everybody to see if they can come like pick me up. And I'm trying to like order Uber on my phone, but I'm just so fucked up, like I can't even order the Uber. I'm just like slumped in the fucking chair. And I remember everything, but I'm just like, yo. And then a couple of friends, Sarah and Danielle, they ended up taking me back to my house and shit.
Oh, okay. I remember this. This was when we started at Trophy Room.
Yep.
That's right.
But I was out of it. I was just fucking leaning in the chair. Like, I just want to go to sleep. That's it. And then I woke up the next day and I was fine. I don't get hangovers, so.
This guy must be nice.
I just wake up and just go about my day.
One day I fucking hope you get a hangover just so I can make fun.
I think I've had one, but it's not like how other people describe the shit. Like, where it's like, oh, my head hurt. I feel like I'm going to throw up. And I just wake up and I'm like, yep, I'm still drunk.
That's how it is, really.
And then I just like, I sit there and I sober up for a little bit and then I just go about my day.
To prevent hangovers, just don't mix shit like all night long.
You know what I drink? I just vodka and then shots of Jameson.
Exactly. And so
sometimes people bring me shots of tequila.
You probably built your tolerance now, so it's not a big deal.
My body's like, yo, this nigga's crazy.
Yeah. Like, oh God. Oh.
He just drink. Yeah, no, don't give him no hangovers.
Liver, how you doing? I'm hanging in there.
Oh man, I'm worried.
I'm trying.
But no, I've been more chill lately. But see, that's my thing. Like, I don't get fucked up when I drink. Like, I just maintain my shit.
And that's how most people want to be. Like, I just want to be maintained. Like, is my buzz Are we good? Are we saucy?
Yeah, like I don't want to get and I can like when I notice I'm starting to get like fucked up,
and I'll stop.
Yeah, and I'm slamming
water.
Yeah,
I'll do the same thing. I'm just like,
water.
just water from here on out. At least for a solid fucking hour.
Water and food. That's it.
And that's exactly what I'm thinking about right after. It's like, I need to go to Whataburger.
Water and food.
I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm getting to Whataburger, and I'm going to fucking kill it.
I'll do that. I'll chill out for a little bit. And, I mean, depending on my state of mind, if I'm too saucy to go, I'll take an Uber back to the crib. But
oops,
I've never been that crazy to where I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I have spots where I can crash out, so it's not really a thing, but
shit.
Let's get into
kind of
this
forgot
Bevy.
about. We kind of went the other way. Let's get into this motherfucker. So this is called Beluga Transatlantic Racing Vodka, a noble Russian vodka. It's an export. You're looking at 40%. Says on the side, the Beluga Transatlantic Racing Special Edition is inspired by the success of the racing yachting team. So,
bro, I was just about to say, it sounds like vodka for white people on yachts.
I'm saying, which is raced in the waters of the Atlantic and the Mediterranean under Beluga sails. The masters of yachting, along with the master craftsmen who distill and produce Beluga vodka, are united by a boundless passion for perfection and innovation. An innovative approach and respect for tradition. Our love of freedom and admiration for the ways of the sea have led us to produce this vodka, which we are proud to present to you. Beluga, the liberty of luxury.
That's a hefty fucking description.
Yeah.
You know what? So you can't even drink this shit on a regular boat.
I'm saying. I bought it because like I thought like while looking at it, I was like, that seems like something a Russian mobster would drink after he killed like a couple people or something. You know, either this or Stoli, but I've heard of Stoli before, so I was like, we got to get something I haven't heard of.
Got to get something different. Got to, try different things. So
let's go and get this pop.
Is it it's not a cork.
It's a screw. My guy, it's a cork top. What are you talking about?
Baby.
This guy is you of little faith. This guy.
I don't know, because just most vodkas are like the.
Well, this one is. All right. Yeah. How about that?
Oh, remember that fucking that potato vodka? It's like Ultimate or whatever.
Yeah.
I never tried that, but I remember seeing it. It's like the fancy blue bottle.
You know, I always thought while I was walking the aisles, I always thought it was tequila that was in the Skull glass. There's a vodka that's in Skull glass too.
Skull vodka.
I didn't know that. I thought that was a tequila.
I think some celebrity like owns or is like
owned
a partner.
I thought
some shit like that.
It
oh, speaking of famous people that own alcohol or liquors, Conor McGregor, he ended up selling his shit for $600 million.
I saw that. Not quite a Billy, but
that's still a decent amount. That's for more than decent.
Proper 12.
But Proper 12 is actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, I remember we had that one day. It was nice. This is a good. If you can't get the JMO, just as great.
Yeah,
just as great.
If not, probably better. It has less of a bite. Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, smells like vodka.
Smells like bad decisions.
Yeah. So how do you want to do this?
Oh, that shit is cool. The little, what's that?
It's a beluga fish.
Beluga fish. All right. I don't know what kind of fish that is. I've never seen one.
Me neither. I just thought beluga whale.
Was a whale, yeah.
And the description on the website was like, no, it's the symbol of the beluga fish. I was like, never fucking heard of it. But who cares?
Of course, I guess the beluga fish is in the Transatlantic, so, you know. I'm not a fisherman.
Me neither.
You know what? I used to fish a lot with my grandpa back in the day.
See, we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
We do need to go, like, fishing as adults and enjoy it with, like, alcohol and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I never get around to doing it.
Yo, so when we get some time, we'll go up to South Dakota, and I'll show you some spots. All right, let's get into this bottle.
Are we going to try it straight, or are we going to go for the mixy mix?
I think I'm just going to go straight mix.
All right, thank you, because I'm not a big fan of tasting vodka like that. Okay. Get the vodka. Clear as shit.
What is that, water?
As you all know, we are prepping our drinks, so you know what time it is. You can drink if you like, if you're not at work or on the road.
I mean, if you drink at work and that's your thing, then do your thing.
I mean, technically, I can drink at work now, but I don't want to.
All right, so what are you mixing with? What we got?
So I was trying to bring back old times. You know, we made it through the quarantine with our little vodka Pellegrino mix.
Lemon and raspberry. I'm going with this.
You can actually have this can with me.
All right, we'll do that.
And then, I don't know, I was probably going to put a little bit of the mango shit on top of it.
I'm going to try it with that first, and then we'll go from there. So if you're sipping anything while listening, then, go ahead and take a sip. Or if you don't have a drink, go get yourself a drink.
Right now.
Right now.
Right fucking now.
Do it now. All right, so something just came out this past weekend, and I know you've seen it, and I've seen it already. I've actually seen it twice.
I don't want to jump directly to it right now.
Oh.
We got to build the suspense, my brother.
Oh, okay.
But,
Well, we'll be right back with that.
Well, something did come out this weekend. It was the Yeezy 700 Sky Blue.
Yo, did you get it?
No. I dropped out of the draw last minute. I had a little buyer's remorse, so I was like, I don't.
Oh wait.
It's like I think I want it. I do want it, but I don't want to feel pain. I'm tired of the Adidas Confirmed app shitting on me all the time. I know people out there on the sneakers app, they go through the same thing. It's the fact that they're so nonchalant and like passive aggressive in their sorry, you didn't win this time.
It's like nobody ever fucking wins.
Yeah. Fucking sucks.
Yo, so like the sneakers app and then Adidas Confirmed, fuck y'all, right? Because I do that shit like as soon as the thing drops, and I figure like I have a better chance because like I'm like, okay, like it just popped up, like I got the email, do all that shit, like automatically enter in the draw. And then like the day comes and I'm like, all right, I hope I get these. And then you wake up kind of excited, you know what I mean?
Oh boy.
And then like you look at the app, but see the thing that fucks me up is on the Confirmed app. Like you hit me that one day and you're like, oh, I didn't get it. And I was like, damn, I didn't even get the notification yet.
Yeah.
I had to go into the app and then it didn't even pull up. So I closed it out. As soon as I closed it out, I was like, oh, sorry, you weren't selected.
See, that happened to you that one time. I think the next week I did it again. Mm-hmm. And it happened to me where like the shit I didn't even get the message. I just went into the app
and it was like, hey,
it's like, sorry, drawing closed. We didn't select you.
Tough luck, nigga.
Fucker.
But yeah, and then like today with the sneakers app, they had those re-releases of all the dunks,
mm-hmm.
and people were pissed. They were on Twitter like talking shit, and I mean like, but the thing that sucks about like these apps and then like buying shit online is like there's so many people that have bots.
Yeah.
And they just like buy up all the sneakers.
I know somebody who like openly talks about selling bots on like IG and shit like that for sneakers specifically.
That shit is so corny to me, man. Cause like, and I'm never gonna pay more than like retail, unless I'm feeling some kind of way and it's only like maybe like $50 or $100 more. Then I might cop, but it just is no point. Like I'm not finna go through all this trouble to go through somebody like a reseller or some shit and get y'all bread. Yeah. When I could have just,
Oh no, those BBC ice cream questions that I wore on the last show.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? Those were like a must want for me for the longest time, but Reebok never had them in my size.
Yeah.
So I had to go reseller for that one because especially that's the only thing that sucks about having the bigger foot. Like a lot of the websites, they're not going to carry anything over a 13 most of the time. So you have to go through a reseller like a StockX or something like that, eBay.
Yeah.
One of those to find like maybe a 13.5 or 14 for me. So that's what I'll always look at most of the time. Like with these Sky Blues that came out, I want them. I want a pair of Yeezy 700s because I don't have them. But the reason why I was able to drop out was because I'm not really in love with the Sky Blue colorway. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, fuck, I don't need the Sky Blue, but if they drop another colorway that's nice, like those vanilla ones or whatever they were earlier that we missed out on, I would like to have those.
See, I stay missing out on this shit too. Is because like I wake up, like I get the emails and shit, and I'm just like, all right, cool, let me log on and like do the thing. Even for the Pharrell ones, the NMDs, man, I got into the draw early, and every time it's just like, oh, sorry, you didn't get chosen. Like I know, and sometimes like I just enter the shit, like on purpose, just because I know I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah,
and like that's how I kind of like talk myself into it. It's just like, oh, I'm not gonna win it anyway, so. And I'm hoping that one of these days I'm just like, oh, I'm not gonna get it, and then it pops up and it's like, you've been selected.
You hope like Adidas is just like seeing your name pop up all the time. It's like, this fucking guy.
Like, hey, don't you realize you're not gonna win? It's rigged.
Let's give it a Chaku this time.
Yeah. So
nah, mine's vice versa. Of course, like you know my story. The first drawing I ever got in, I won.
Yeah, you won that shit.
And so like just like going to Vegas and winning big big at first and then losing it all. That's how I've literally been for a fucking year now, because I won those Yeezys in April of last year. It has
been a year.
It has been a full year of me of participating in fucking drawings. And
I feel like that's how it is, because the first pair of 500s I got, like I was just like I got onto Adidas and they were on there, and I was like, oh fuck, like they're still in stock. Yeah. They still got my size. I put it in the cart, like I can check out. It's like fuck yeah, so I bought them. And then the same thing happened. They had the all black ones, the utility black. I was like, fuck it, let me try these too. Same thing, put in the cart, and I'm just like, all right, cool. Like this, it's easy now. Like I can like
getting Yeezys is easy.
Like they made more quantities. Like nobody's reselling. So that's why I buy some of the ones that people think are ugly, because I can make them work, and I like some of the designs. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. But like the last ones that I bought, the 380s.
Yeah. Not a fan.
Online, I seen them. I was like, man, they're available, but I'm not fucking with them. And then they just opened JD here at North Star. And every time I go in there, I randomly find shit. And I'm just like, fuck. All right. So I walked in there and I was like, well, damn, if I'm not going to buy no Yeezys, like I need new shoes anyway. So let me just pop in here and see what they got. So I walked in and they had them. And I was like, let me try these on real quick. So I go and I asked the dude to try. I was like, you got a 10.5? He was like, yeah. He's like, but you have to go upsize because, you know, like that. I was like, all right, cool. So I grabbed the 11. He's like, well, in order to try it on, like you have to like step on this bag, and like it was like this whole fucking process just to try these shoes on.
Fuck?
I was like, all right, whatever. And so I tried them on, they fit, and I liked how they looked on foot, and I was just like, damn it. So I ended up buying them.
Guess I gotta get them.
But
you know what I want to get from JD, and I keep seeing the ad pop up on like my IG and shit. There's like it's like a lime green, like an electric lime green NMD that just dropped. That's only available at JD. So I haven't had the time to go. I was at the mall over the weekend, but I didn't stop in there to see him, because I know if I would have saw him, I would have bought him immediately.
See, that's the bad thing about like JD for me now, is like if I walk in there, like I end up seeing like a pair of shoes. I'm just like, fuck. But I mean, luckily for me, like the shoes that I cop, they're really not like crazy expensive. Like I'll buy like Vans or, you know, shit like that, or some NMDs, or like I'm not trying to pay fucking $300-400 for a pair of shoes like every time I buy shoes. Yeah,
no, my Vans collection is stacked. I need to add some more variety to it. You know what I'm saying? If anything, sorry, the Vodka. If anything, I might just scoop some more slip-ons like I'm wearing right now, little checkerboards.
See, I don't have a pair of those.
They're like the all-purpose. Throw them on, do what you need to do and shit, and then go for it.
Question: do you wear yours with socks or not?
I do wear them with socks.
Thank God.
No, I'm not nasty. I'm not a nasty.
I know so many people that like wear their joints with no socks.
They're disgusting. Like, how? Why? Vans sells the fucking no show socks. Like, what do you? Why would you wear them with no socks?
That's the most uncomfortable feeling.
Like, yeah.
Just no socks.
Just
like even weird. If I had like Toms or some shit,
I
gotta wear socks, man. I gotta have my feet covered and comfy.
Yeah, because you're a foot man.
Can't fuck no. I hate feet. Feet are just ugh. But man, so the reason I wanted to talk about taking L's on these sneaker apps and Adidas Confirmed is because they got a release coming up for June, and there's a couple of pairs that I seen on there that I want for some Yeezys.
Are they those 350s that we were sending each other earlier?
Nah, it was the Desert Boot, and then the 350. There's one pair of 350s that I wanted, but I'm just like, man, my birthday's coming up. Like that'll be something. So hopefully, I'm gonna put this in the universe. I'm gonna win it.
Those I'm not a fan of the boots. Just because I live in San Antonio, and it's just like I really have no purpose of wearing them anytime.
That one day when it gets cold.
Oh, okay.
And we have a snowstorm.
Okay, yeah, because we'll have another snowstorm in 10 fucking years.
2 or 3 days.
Anyways.
Man, if I travel, it's just something good to have. My feet ain't shrinking or growing no more, so.
Nah, I've never been a fan of his boots, but those 350s, those 4 colorways that we were shooting back and forth, if I lose the confirmed, I'll more than likely buy the colorway I want through the reseller.
Yeah.
Just because I really want that Arctic Ice one or whatever it was called. That one was so fucking dope to me.
They're not really ramping them up neither. Like when I looked on StockX, they were going for probably about like 3.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just like convenience fee.
I can hold the L. You know?
Yeah.
The only thing is this time, I probably have to get my girl a pair too. Unfortunately, it's trash.
Matching?
No, fuck no. They won't be matched. She likes earth tone shit. You know, like I'm just like, ugh, brown shoes? What? Like, but she likes earth tone shit. So, I think she likes the Santopes.
You don't get her a pair of slides, the easy slides.
No,
they be all brown and shit.
I'm good. I heard those sold out.
Yeah.
Even though people were like shitting on them ever since the prototypes came out.
That's funny. Like people talk so much shit about them, but then they sell out or they buy them all. Yo, did you see the Grammy?
Mm-mm.
The Yeezys?
Mm-mm.
They sold for 1.2 million.
Yeah. Okay, the Yeezy one.
Mm-hmm.
On Nike.
Bro, that's so depressing. I've been trying to get a pair of those for so long.
Now you got to pay an arm and a leg for them.
Now you got to pay $5,000. The ones that I want, those motherfuckers are like $3 to $5,000.
Aren't the Red Octobers? Aren't they
the
like
Red Octobers are something stupid?
Yeah,
that's
ridiculous.
Stupid. Man. But I wanted those, and then I wanted the Louis Vuitton, the Dons, like that have the same color scheme as the graduation like cover, like the bear. Damn.
Those were heat rocks back then.
One of these days when I'm a rich nigga, just gonna be buying all these. Yo, PJ Tucker, his fucking
it's unfair what he does.
Collection.
It's unfair, and then he plays in his shit too.
I know.
Just to make a sneakerhead sick, just to shit on a sneakerhead. That's the funniest part about it.
I can't front though, because if I had like the joints, I probably would rock them shits too.
I remember back in the day, motherfuckers were trying to go in on Nate Robinson because he was playing in his he's playing in the Yeezys.
The Red Octobers, right?
Yeah, LeBron practicing.
I was at that game when he played here in San Antonio. When he was playing for Chicago.
Yeah,
and he had them shits on, and we were sitting like 6th row. So like I was like, damn, he's playing in them.
During the 2013 finals, there's footage of like LeBron practicing in Red Octobers.
Yeah,
and it killed people. Like people were fucking so pissed about it.
Has anybody played in the Air Max?
Air Mags? If they have, it's got to be PJ Tucker.
Probably.
I know PJ Tucker played in a pair of Hyper Dunks that were the McFly colorway, which is extremely fucking rare. It's like a 2010 Hyper Dunk McFly colorway, and it's like a really fucking rare shoe. So even still, if a sneakerhead sees that, they're putting a gun in their mouth, just like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? I remember when those fucking the Ben and Jerry Dunks came out, and like the wave was like, oh well, I'm gonna put ice cream in it and eat them out of them. I'm just like, why? Like I don't. There's some things like I get it. Like there's ways to like
it's for the internet.
Yeah,
man.
to like piss people off and shit. But like, why would you damage your shoe that way? Like by putting ice cream in it? That's fucking stupid to me.
People are special.
But yeah, who cares?
So I don't know if I ever come across a large sum of money and I have an insane sneaker. I don't even think I would though.
The Chaku?
I only buy like select shit. I don't really fuck with a lot. If you look at my closet, my shit is pretty basic. I'm not too flashy.
Who would your brand sneaker be with? Who would you collab with?
I can't even lie. Probably Adidas. Or
Adidas
Puma.
Nice. Puma's got some good shit going on.
But see, I don't own a pair of Pumas.
I don't either, but I was looking into it when the Dreamers came out.
Yeah.
The J. Cole's. I kind of liked them. And I've been thinking about getting some Pumas. I just you know, when I'm shoe shopping, they don't cross my mind a lot for some reason. But I do like the way they look. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah. So here's to the future of possibly winning some draws on the sneakers app or the Adidas Confirm.
That's a good mix.
All right, so let's get into this next shit because I really want to get into this.
All right. Let's go. 'Cause
So
something else came out this weekend too.
Damn, see?
Sorry.
That vodka already.
Sorry.
So we are going to talk about Mortal fucking Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
For those of y'all that have been listening since the beginning, you know how much I didn't want to see this shit. I was just kind of like whatever with it. I wasn't excited about it. But I can say after watching it, it is what it is. It's not a horrible movie, and it's not the greatest movie, but the direction that they're going with it for future movies, I'm pretty fucking excited for. Because if you play the games, like, you're getting a little taste of that in this film. Because they had, maybe 2 fatalities?
I mean, there are a bunch of deaths that they just called fatalities, but...
well, I can recall it.
No, it's 3, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's Kano, Shang Tsung.
Spoiler alert.
Kung Lao. He does one of his.
Yeah, that was the main one.
Yeah.
Because that was, the most...
Yeah, that was... definitely, if you played, the last 2 video games, that's, one of Kung Lao's fatalities in those games. So...
A lot of people I seen online were talking shit about it and trashing it, and that sounded like me before I seen it.
Yeah.
Still, fuck Jax.
This guy.
Tell me that Jax was like. It was.
He did a good job. In fact, I would have actually liked more Jax in the movie.
He did an
honestly.
okay job. I think they're saving a lot of what he's gonna do in the next film or 2. It's definitely something that they can work on as far as character development. But I'm gonna say as far as acting was a little rough.
Yeah,
it reminded me of some Hallmark shit for some reason.
It could be. You could say that, but then again, I'll always point back to Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which is one of the worst acted movies ever made.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, I saw people saying oh man, this don't hold a candle to the 90s Mortal Kombat. I was like, you haven't even seen it in 20 years, motherfucker. This movie could be the worst movie in the world, and it's still better than the last 2.
I'm telling you this, as much as I was not against, but I just really wasn't excited for this new movie, it's definitely 20, 30 times, maybe even 100 times better than the old shit is cool. It was what it was for back in the day, but this shit now is for me being on that side of things, I can see where this shit is going.
Yeah.
And I guarantee the next 2 or 3 movies are gonna be probably pretty fucking big.
They're gonna be dope. My only gripe for the movie is, and I have this gripe with any time they do a video game movie, and I've tried to have an open mind about it the whole time. I don't like Cole Young. Get him the fuck out of this movie.
I don't think anybody does.
He's trash. 1, 2. I hate it when they introduce characters who aren't in the fucking video game or in the mythos or anything, and they're just a new character. Yeah. It's so annoying to me. That's why I hate the Resident Evil movies, because the character Alice sucks. She does. Yeah. Those movies are fucking trash, man. And it ruins it. So it's when I first heard he's a descendant of Scorpion, I was like, okay, cool. The way to wrap this up and tie it in is that hopefully he becomes Scorpion at the end of the movie. And then I don't have to worry about Cole Young no more. And it's no, it's not that. He's searching for Johnny. Spoiler alert. He's going to search for Johnny Cage. I'm just why the fuck didn't we just make him Johnny Cage?
See, that's
why the fuck wasn't Johnny Cage in the movie then? This is stupid. Like, I don't get holding characters over for the next movie when Johnny Cage is a core character and there's a fucking million Mortal Kombat characters that you can pick from in the next movie that people would still be happy to see.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that pisses me off. But like, I can't stand it when they introduce new characters nobody's fucking heard of, and it's just like, no, you just got to accept that they're the main character of this universe. And it's just like, why? Like,
see, I was thinking like when the whole shit was going down, I was like, oh, like instead of like Scorpion coming back, I thought the dude's like Arcana was gonna be like whenever he like feels like he turns into Scorpion.
That's what I was thinking.
And I was like, oh shit, so he's gonna be like in, you know, like a reincarnation of Scorpion.
That's what I was thinking. And then just like at the end of the movie, it's just like, I'm just gonna maintain the mantle of Scorpion.
Yeah.
You know, like that. And you know, it didn't happen that way.
So, I think, but I mean, this was like anything that like first comes out, especially like working with like first time directors.
Yeah.
After seeing the reception of this, it was a lot more good reviews than like bad from what I've seen.
Yeah, it's like it's a good movie. Like, no one's calling it great. It's not mind blowing, but I mean, you're talking about the video game movie genre. It's been a genre that normally produces shitty films.
Yeah.
So you can be a good movie in the video game movie genre and get multiple sequels. It's no big deal.
So I think with that is just like seeing kind of what this generated and just kind of pulling people back into that world.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to have so much more backing on future projects, because I feel like with this, I don't feel like maybe they had a big enough budget to do the things that they wanted to do. So maybe there was more to the story, because like when you're in that, like when you're in film, like I just know personally from like shit that I've worked on, is like sometimes you can't fit everything in. So it's either like you got to adjust it and throw it into a part 2 and you can develop the story more from there, or, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I feel like in the next like 2 or 3 movies, well, next 2 movies, like they're really going to like hammer out the details as far as like story goes.
No, definitely.
So I feel like it's going to be a lot better.
Because, yeah, definitely the last 30 minutes felt so rushed.
Yeah.
It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and I bet you it was the same thing with like the Justice League, like the Snyder Cut. It's just like there's so much shit left on the cutting room floor. Like you don't really know. I think they were just trying to push this before summer.
Yeah.
Especially like since all the shit's starting to open back up. So this is supposed to be like the beginning of like just blockbuster movies coming out.
Also, movie report. I went to the theaters to see this also. Not as packed as Kong vs. Godzilla. But I'll tell you this. We went into matinee time. So the theater was full, you could say. But there was it wasn't as many people as Kong vs. Godzilla. Kong vs. Godzilla, we went opening night. And like it was just that energy was back in the theater.
You get that presence. When it comes to films like this, I don't feel like anybody was really excited. Like they were like, "Oh, Mortal Kombat, cool."
Yeah.
But I feel like people looked at Mortal Kombat as more like a straight to like VOD type shit, and not really like in theaters. Because you think about it, you have a lot of like no name actors, except for the dude that played Scorpion. Because I didn't know the rest of them dudes. I guess Sub-Zero dude was in like Fast and Furious or some shit.
He was in the Raid movies.
Oh yeah,
that's who he was.
I don't remember none of that. Hey, how's it going? But just oh no, I'm good. But yeah, going into that is like you don't have a lot of actors that are like recognizable or that people know. But I feel like this is gonna help them out in the future with their careers.
No, definitely,
and give them like a recurring character that they can play, you know, throughout like the span of, you know, whatever.
Yeah, but granted,
like maybe like the next 10 years, like this will be like their Marvel universe.
But granted, when Mortal Kombat in '95 came out, nobody knew who Robin Shou was. Nobody knew who any of the people in that movie was.
Well, Bridget Wilson.
She was like the biggest person in the movie, but nobody really cared.
Yeah, I
you know what I'm saying?
Sonya.
Like, that's what I'm saying. So, no names are no names. It's just, that's the way it works.
Okay, well, how you feel about Liu King? They made him look like a punk.
I figured he was still young.
Yeah.
He's still young. He's still learning or whatnot. But he's not like the full-fledged Liu King that we think of.
Yeah, from like the first.
Yet. I'll tell you this. I think they did polish up the CGI from that final trailer. Because I remember the fireball and the dragon-eating Cabal in the trailer didn't look as good as it did in the film.
Oh, no.
And so when I saw it like later on, when I saw it in movies, and then like I watched it again on HBO Max when I got home that night, I was like, yeah, it looks a lot better.
I think visually, like what they done for it was amazing, but story and acting wise, they can clean it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
they'll get better at it. It's whatever. Just like I said, I thought it was good. I liked all the Easter eggs that were in it.
Yo, did you see? Spoiler alert for anybody that's watching or listening.
It's on HBO Max. You can watch it anytime.
You can watch it anytime. So the scene where Jax and Sub-Zero are fighting. Did you see the move for the ice move? It was like on the wall in graffiti. That was one of the first things I noticed.
I didn't notice that. The thing that I was gonna say,
not Scorpion, Sub-Zero's special moves.
I noticed he did the ice statue when he was fighting Scorpion.
Oh yeah, the clone.
Yeah, the ice clone. I was gonna say where Jax fights Reiko. That's the pit.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't know that. What was the big one? Fuck. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Now I'm blanking. There's a big one, a big fucking Easter egg that nobody caught. Man, why am I blanking right now? This is stupid.
I don't think anybody caught that the Sub-Zero move on the wall like in graffiti. That shit was I always like tend to find myself looking in the background for like different shit.
Yeah.
Just because like having YouTube, like you can go and watch like all these videos and like, oh, this was an Easter egg and this, and so for me, like I kind of wanted to like find this shit before I went and watched any of the YouTube videos.
Oh, okay. Here is when Kano's fighting Liu King and he's move spamming him with the foot sweep.
Yeah,
that's like a really meta joke of like, you played any fighting game, you always played somebody who just does one move the whole time.
He was like, oh, you're just going to do the same move?
Yeah, and so he foot sweeps him again.
Yeah.
And he does this little jump and he still catches him. Yeah.
Because that was a move that everybody would do.
Yeah, everyone. I punched a friend one time because he foot sweeped me a whole match in Mortal Kombat. Like I was super mad at him.
Flawless victory.
Like, oh, yeah, I was super heated, bro. Super heated.
Yeah, so. But, for Mortal Kombat, I think it was what it was. And... I'm excited to see what they do with it in possibly the second or third film. So
yeah, it'll be dope. Definitely, you see the Shao Kahn statue, so it's all right there.
Hopefully, we get more of a Jax. I can say I like Jax at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
when he started doing, but at the beginning I was just like, I can't take this guy serious. But then at the end, like when he smashed him, he's like, oh yeah, these motherfuckers work. I was like, all right, Jax. I see you getting your little lines in this shit.
Yo, shout out to Sub-Zero, man. He didn't give a fuck.
That nigga was putting in work.
I was all about Sub-Zero, bro.
My shit when that fight at the end, when Scorpion did the shit again.
Oh yeah.
And he put his head next to it, and then he pulled it back and he caught that shit.
Grabbed that shit.
It's like, yo, you was trying to do that shit again, huh? Yeah, so
he was about that action.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
But yeah, definitely. I'd recommend seeing. You don't have to go to theaters to see it, but definitely HBO Max. You can go do it, comfort in your own home. But yeah, 7 out of 10.
I'm gonna say the same, 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
So, all right. So moving on. I know we wanted to talk about how did this come up? The music corner. I had mentioned it to you.
You had mentioned something to me about it, and I was like, I never really liked that album.
So what we're going to talk about is Kanye West, 808s and Heartbreaks. Tell me why you we talked about it. You said you didn't like it.
Nah, I was never really a fan of this album. And I know I'll get shit for it because it's like, oh, you're not artistic. You've never felt pain before. Okay, whatever. I don't care.
I don't think you got to feel all that shit to like it.
But let's say pre Jesus is King, it was the one album that I hated most.
You don't like Jesus is King?
No, I'm good. I don't like auto-tune Kanye. Not one bit. And I find it funny because like we cherish this album so much, but I clearly remember when leaks were coming out for My Dark Twisted Fantasy and we heard Kanye rapping again, we were super excited about that. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I feel like you're not artistic and you don't understand pain.
Whatever.
So. No, I'm just like,
I don't like it. It brings me back to a time where people were bastardizing auto-tune because they were trying to cover up the fact they can't sing.
I don't know. For me, like, I'm of course like I produce and like I make music, so I don't know. I liked it on that. I feel like you got to go back and you got to give it another listen because like that's how
did. I was listening to it on the way over here,
and you still don't fuck.
No, I was actually gonna lead to the point where it's better than I remember.
Yeah.
There's songs that come up that I was like, oh, fucking hate this song. I used to like RoboCop. I don't like it no more. I just like the spoiled little LA girl line.
Yeah,
that's
spoiled little LA girl. I think that's how it came up. We were talking about. I asked you if you like streetlights. And you were like, what? Nah, what's that? And I was like, you don't know Streetlights from 808s. And then I asked you if you heard Streetcar, because Daniel Caesar covered it.
There we go.
So if you, I'm actually leaning more towards Streetcar than I am Streetlights now. I like that version better. But I don't know, 808s for me, like sonically, I loved it. Just because like it's something I can listen to and I can chill and listen to that shit. So I have quite a few favorite songs. I'm not going to say it's my favorite album because it's the same thing with Yeezus. Like when I listened to Yeezus first time, I was like, yo, what the fuck is this?
I'll be real. I haven't heard Yeezus since it came out, to be real.
Yeah.
I remember liking it, but I haven't went back to it. Maybe if I went back and revisited it, I'll probably change my order of shit, and Yeezus will probably be further down the list than 808s, but I don't know.
I will say Jesus is King is probably Kanye's worst album.
Absolutely.
Yeah, actually it is his worst album. How'd you feel about Ye?
Damn, I forgot about Ye.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
It's because it was so quick.
I think the thing that I'll always grade that album negatively for is like the six songs or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. I can't stand the artists were doing that.
Because he did Pusha, Tiana Taylor, his shit, and then that Kid See Ghost and Nas, and all them albums were only 7 songs long.
Yeah.
So, but like you go back and you listen to Ye, and it's like there's good songs on there and shit. He's actually rapping, but it's just like it's so short. Like each song is probably like 2 minutes. Yeah. So the shit goes by like that. Cause like I'll put it on sometimes like when I'm at the gym and I'm just like, oh damn. Like I'll be doing cardio and I'm like already halfway through the album. And I'm just like, all right, time to find some new shit.
That's crazy.
So versus like you going back and you listening to like College Dropout and you get skits and you get like a complete, project.
That's what I want is just my complete the complete project basically. But hold up, I'm pulling it up on Spotify.
The thing that sucks about like people that are releasing albums now, it's just like people aren't releasing albums, they're just releasing like a compilation of songs because people don't digest music the same way that they used to back in the day. Yeah. Like how many albums have you heard that have like skits? I think like more shit nowadays has like interludes. Yeah. And just like, either like musical breaks or like some dumb shit in between, but it's not like how albums were back in the day were kind of like the only album I could think of like recently that was formatted like old school shit was like Kendrick shit. Like there was like a story.
J. Cole too.
Yeah, J. Cole. So,
but those are like the artists that
So yeah. You know what's funny is people talk about like J. Cole and like Kendrick and like they praise their music so much. But then when you play that shit, just for me personally, like when I play like some hype like Kendrick or Cole shit, like and they're just like, oh yeah, like that song's cool, but do you got like Yo Gotti or?
Because they don't want to hear that at the club. They want to hear shit that makes you want to fight or shake your ass, basically. You know what I'm saying? It's the catch-22 of music. Like I'll forever always take lyrics over a hot song, like over just like a club banger, and like. My girl likes just like fucking like club banger anthems and shit like that, like shit with the catchy hook and annoying hook, catchy hook lyrics. Yes, I'm talking about Cardi B's Up. I fucking hate that song with a passion. But yeah, like anything like that you hear when you go out to a bar or something most people like that. Me, like, I want to ride to like Jay-Z.
Yeah,
I want to ride to like shit with hard ass lyrics and rhymes and shit to it. That's why I don't really fuck with like. This is me being an old guy now. That's why I don't fuck with all the new rappers, because they literally all sound the same. They all sound like Migos or Future clones, and I can't fuck with it. It's just annoying to me because like I feel like I'm the crazy person because everybody's like acting like these motherfuckers are like different and shit, and I'm just like, they sound the same. I feel like Mugatu in Zoolander is like, am I taking crazy pills? They all sound the same. Like, yeah.
I want to say like out of newer artists, one that I'm like really kind of fucking with right now is Moneybagg Yo.
Moneybagg Yo, I was just listening to him on Breakfast Club. Memphis is really on the come up right now with their artists. Pooh Shiesty, Moneybagg Yo.
See, I haven't really listened to a lot of Pooh Shiesty.
I like that Neighbors song. It's nice. But here's the thing. All I've heard is the Neighbors song. And I'm afraid if I listen to more shit, he's just going to be doing the same rap cadence on every fucking beat. And I might get annoyed with him like I've gotten annoyed with the Baby.
Yeah. Because
I used to like the Baby, and then I realized that he raps the same on all his fucking songs, and all the beats sound identical. And I'm done with it now.
I think once you find that pocket of shit and you just making money off it, you're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could put out some shit that's just like some like real lyrical type shit.
You probably could.
But he's just like, man, let me get this money.
But it's just like, I don't know. That's how I feel about new artists. I feel like they're all lazy. Like, they never try nothing new. They never experiment with nothing new. It's just more of the same, more of the same, more of the same. Whereas like, especially now recently with all these artists that we grew up with passing away and shit, and I'm going to like revisit their projects, like it's just like, oh yeah, they never had a set sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had their sound, but then they evolved. And like they changed the way they did shit. They tried other things. Like Jay-Z could have sounded like Reasonable Doubt Jay-Z his whole career if he wanted to, but it evolved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like these artists put out their albums so fucking fast now that they're like almost 10 albums deep and they still sound the fucking same.
And see, that's what I'm saying. It's just like you have artists that like just put out songs, song after song after song after song. So, you know, people are just hearing these songs and they all sound the same because nobody's digesting music the same way as they did like back in the, because you had to wait for this shit to come out. You had to wait for album releases, and like people had these like big ass marketing schemes, and you had to wait for the videos to drop and do all that shit. Now it's just like they go in and they record like fucking 20, 30 songs that sound the same, and then they're already lining up videos, and all the videos is the sthem shit. They just them in a fucking Bentley or some shit.
You know, that's the topic I wanted to bring up, and that will be the open topic. I was thinking about this the other day. I feel like another catch-22 is the fact that a lot of these artists are it's DIY now. So I feel like music videos quality has dropped now because a lot of these artists are just, you know, they're shooting their videos themselves.
Yeah,
because
you don't have like really like the Hype Williams or the Director X or
exactly.
Like,
There's
that shit.
That creativity is gone now. Where
on top of that, nobody wants to drop money on that shit.
Exactly.
So they do all the shit in house. They don't want to do big productions.
Exactly.
So they hire some nigga to do their video for like $650. And it's the same shit. It's just like, let me throw a bunch of transitions on here and get this nigga in front of a Lamborghini throwing cash.
Yeah.
And that's the next shit. Oh, don't forget about the bitch shaking their ass on a boat. We rented that shit.
And I feel like that's lost on this generation of consumers for their music, because it's like you weren't around to experience a Missy Elliott video. Bro. And how crazy it was,
or
how
Busta Rhymes video,
Buster, and how we were talking about like the DMX What's My Name video and how crazy that was and shit. All these music videos back then, you just like, it seemed like there was an actual process to it. Like, has to be this, has to be. You remember how like it was a big deal that Jay-Z spent $1 million on the Big Pimpin' video?
Yeah.
And how like everyone kept talking about that and shit.
But then that too is like you had those programs back in the day where it's like behind the scenes, like
making the video,
making the video and shit. And now it's just like, all right, nigga, like bust out your iPhone.
That's what I'm saying. Like you couldn't bring that show back now because it'd be so fucking boring.
Yeah,
it'd be like making the video 2021, and it's just like, no offense, but it's just like a homeboy like you in the back room, just like, yeah, so we're just putting it together right now. We just shot out like right outside the building. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, it's not even fun.
So what we did was we just put up a green screen and then we just put you in all these different locations.
Yeah.
So, you know.
You didn't have to fly to Paris, you know?
I was thinking about that too, is because like I see a lot of people that buy these packs and shit off of like Instagram and like stuff like that, and it has like all these video transitions where it's like this video editing software and it's just like drag and drop, and it's all the same shit, and it's just like you watch some of these new videos and you can see that it's just like templates that they like drag and drop, and I'm just like, man. So I don't know. I feel like that's where the art kind of suffers. But then if you actually take your time with some shit and take time into, you know, developing like a story for like a video or whatever,
yeah,
and it gets too artsy fartsy and people are like, it goes over their head and it's not well recepted. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I feel like that's the difference between like what we were talking about, like our Kanye's, our Kendricks, our J. Cole's, is they still actually take the time with those videos.
Yeah.
They're not just like the same old bullshit that you see all the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's why their music's going to last longer than all these people who got their club hits.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always been how it's been. Like, there's always artists that they got that one club hit. They're fire for a summer, and then next summer you forget about it.
But it's crazy to see like how many of them there are now.
Yeah.
Because back then you would get like your Hueys with like the pop, lock, and drop it, or like Vic, like the Get Silly and all that shit, and the wobble, and it's just like they're able to have like multiple songs, you know, and then now it's just like this artist came out and they're doing this, and this song is popping on TikTok, and then you have this other joint that's on YouTube, and fucking Jake Paul has a song out and everybody's fucking with that. Like, I don't know, man.
These are the negatives of social media.
Really. Yo, think about it. All them videos back in the day that had it to be continued, have they ever been continued?
Bruh. I don't think I've ever seen a to be continued on a new video.
I haven't either.
I was listening to Cameron on Drink Champs, and like Nori was like asking him about like, yo, you remember when you did like the 2 videos and shit like that? And he was just like, nah, yeah, we did it for he's like, you did the video for the Dipset anthem. He's like, no, we didn't do that, doggy. What we did was, it was Santana's video, and then I popped up at the end, and like the last minute is Dipset anthem. And I was like, damn, niggas used to do that shit. Yeah. Well, like a video, like maybe the song was only 2 minutes long, and so like that last minute you can add it in, and it would just be another fucking a video for another song on your album and shit like that. And I was just like, nobody does shit like that no more.
Yeah,
like, that shit was dope as fuck back then.
But now it's just, all right, let's put you in front of this Bentley real quick. Throw this fake money around. How many bitches can we fit in this?
Put the money to your ear. Like the money phone. Yeah.
All right, now throw it. I don't know. Damn, this shit sounded crazy.
It did. I don't know. It kind of depresses me now. But I didn't mean to go off on that old man tangent and anything.
So back to this Kanye. I can't say 808s is my favorite.
It better not be.
Man, Kanye, it's so hard for me because there's so many different, and that's the thing with Kanye. It's like he's constantly evolving and doing different shit. So it's hard to say because like I can be feeling one way at one time and totally relate to like one of his projects versus, you know, an older joint, or like go back to an older one and be like, damn, I forgot about this, and just be in a completely different place. So I don't know. Kanye is just Kanye. That's all I can say about that.
Is yay, but yeah, same thing. Also, I think when it, like you say, like it relates to the time and place or whatnot. When 808s came out, I was in a bad place, and I don't like what it, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the memories it emotes for me. Yeah, basically, it was just not a good time for me. So I don't. Maybe that drives home more the fact why I don't fuck with it.
What about Kid Cudi?
Kid Cudi was a great time. That's why I love.
I feel like the way.
That's why I love that album.
I feel like the way you feel about Kid Cudi is the way I feel about like Kanye albums. Because every time we talk about Cudi or like anything Cudi pops up, like I see you get super excited. Yeah. And then, I mean, I get super excited too because I love Cudi. But I just feel like I relate more toward,
I get excited for Ye too. It's just not 808s.
Yeah.
Here's one good thing about 808s. I introduced to Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was dope. But No, I mean, like, when it comes to that, like, it's like I said, I just remember it in, like, when everyone's always talking about, oh, 808's this, 808's that, it's like, y'all's the same motherfuckers that when My Dark Twisted Fantasy leaks were dropping, y'all were really fucking hyped that Kanye wasn't singing in auto-tune no more. Yeah. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of motherfuckers, like, we were like, oh, Kanye's back. You know what I'm saying? 2 years after 808. So I'm just, do we really like 808s that much, or were we just starving for some Ye? That's kind of how I feel about it.
Ah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I really like 808s that much. I really do.
Because it's like, I heard it's a great album to get you through a breakup, but I mean, I got through a breakup with My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I think for me at that time, like I was, whenever 808s came out, like I was heavy into production. Mm-hmm. So just like listening to like how different it was versus like all the other shit that I was listening to at that time. Because you had Jay, I was listening to like a lot of like indie shit, Little Brother, like shit like that. So just hearing how different that sounded versus like everything else that I listened to, I think that was like the cool shit. And then at that time too, it's like you had Big Sean dropping mixtapes, and he jumped on Say You Will. Drake jumped on Say You Will. Like when they did the mixtape remixes or whatever, this shit, like back when people were doing that shit. So I don't know. I guess it just defines the time for me. And so that's why I fuck with it so much. So yeah.
Good shit on there. I'd say my favorite 2 tracks are probably Welcome to Heartbreak and Amazing with Young Jeezy.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Coldest Winter and Say You Will.
Good intro. Say You Will is a great intro.
Yeah.
But
long as fuck.
Yeah.
But good
what
intro.
I realized when I was listening to it, it's probably like the first 6 songs I don't skip. And then after that, I'm just like, I'm good.
See, now I gotta go back and look, because I haven't listened to it in a long time.
Yeah. It's, so you get Say You Will, Welcome to Heartbreak, Heartless, Amazing, Love Lockdown.
Heartless is one I could do without.
I can deal with it too. I can deal with that also.
Welcome to Heartbreak.
Yeah, you get Paranoid, RoboCop, Streetlights, Bad News.
Bad News.
Here's one I forgot about. See You in My Nightmares with Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Fucking hate that song now. I remember like we had on like one of our smoke discs back in the day, Statute of Limitations, back when I used to smoke a lot of weed. My homeboy put it on one of our smoking session discs. And back then, of course, it was peak Wheezy and shit. Yeah. Carter, Drought 3, Carter 3, all that shit had dropped. So I accepted it, and it was like, all right, yeah, this ain't bad. But I heard it again driving over here, and I was like, God, what the fuck is Wayne doing?
Yeah,
like, take the auto tune off.
I felt the same way
like, God
about that.
Damn.
But I'm gonna say, man, Paranoid. Yes. Why are you so paranoid? Yeah. I just like the retro feel.
It's cool.
What happened to Mr. Hudson? Where's that guy at?
I don't know.
But shit, man, on that note, we're going to wrap this up, man. We over here, this Beluga's kind of getting to me.
Beluga!
The combination of my tiredness. But we're going to have more energy for y'all next week. Or at least me.
Chaka will.
Yeah, I will. Mike's already came with the energy and shit.
I'm good. I took me a little midday
Mike's
napski.
Good. He gets to work from home. He gets to do what the fuck he wanted to do.
Yes, sir.
If I want to wear, business up top and boxes down low, I could do that.
Bro, I do that. I did that today. I put on a little button up top, and then like I was wearing basketball shorts, so no one can see.
Shit.
But I felt like an asshole because my team is so laid back. When we did like the team meeting and shit, I was the only one wearing like a fucking button up.
Everybody else had like hoodies and shit.
Yeah, motherfucker had like a beanie and a hoodie on. I was pissed. I was like, God damn it.
This fucking Lisa's over there in the bathrobe.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so what are we doing today?
I'm saying, man. One homeboy was late to the meeting. He was like 15 minutes late and like came in with a cigarette and a cup of coffee. He was like, my bad, guys.
So what did I miss?
I was like, what the oh, okay. I see how this is. Anyways, we'll let you guys go. I don't want to keep you guys.
We don't want to hold you.
It's been real.
But check us out next episode. You know, you can hit us up on at the Saucy Boys Pod on Instagram. Email us at idkpodcast2020@gmail. We still haven't changed that, so you know, get on there.
You can find me.
You can find Mike.
Oh, sorry about that. mdmartin228 at gmail.com. Not gmail.com. That's my fucking email. But mdmartin228 is my Instagram.
And you can find me at Nunchuck Johnson on Instagram.
Cool.
So we'll catch y'all later.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Later.